I built this wooden toy ladder for my children to climb on and play on. They've really enjoyed it for about the last year. I did have one problem though, that because I used screws into either end of the ladder rungs, you could actually rotate the rungs a little bit either direction, and it would tighten up on one side or tighten up on the other. And I've tried various things to get that to improve, and I was unable to find one. So what I decided to do was actually just add wood glue to the ends here. So I did is I pulled back the screws a little bit, which I just did a moment ago, and then I came around and I added wood glue into each of the crevices where the rungs connect onto the side boards of the ladder. So I'm going through here and I'm kind of rotating it around to get the glue fully worked in on each side as I do it. And those are my kids who have greatly enjoyed playing on the ladder. They're being little helpers. Kate's bringing me my screwdriver right now. So continue to go through and add all the glue here. Some of the rungs wouldn't come apart as well, so I had to kind of squeeze the glue in there a little further. But I was eventually able to get them all completed. At the end, I just put the screws back in and tightened it up real tight on both sides. The glue usually takes a couple of hours to get to dry, and then I think it takes 24 hours to fully cure and set. So I currently still have this thing sitting on my porch, and hopefully the glue will be dried and set tomorrow morning. I'll bring the ladder back in, and kiddos will be able to climb on it and play on it, and hopefully those rungs won't move. One of the real big important parts of those rungs not moving is sometimes when a kid would grab a rung, the rung would twist on them, and kids don't have the grip strength to continue to hold on if they're not holding from the top, and so it would slip, and I don't want my kids falling off of this little climbing ladder. So for safety reason, that's why I added on the wood glue, and why I'm tightening up the screws on it. Hopefully it'll be something they can continue to enjoy. I think it's pretty easy for them to climb now, but they have a lot of fun climbing up and down. And we have another baby on the way who hopefully will, once he reaches about a year old, he'll be able to climb and play just like these two. In terms of building a toy like this, it was actually very simple. I think I went with about 30 inches wide for each of the rungs. I used, I think they're called dowels, wooden dowels, like you can use for closet hangers for hanging up your clothes. Nice and round and very sanded, so I'm using those. And then the sides and bottom are just 2x2 wood, and that's been way more strong than you probably need. Actually, I thought early on like using 2x4s, but that was kind of when I didn't really know too much about this. But the 2x2s have been extremely strong. You'd probably even get away with a 2x1 or something, but 2x2 works pretty well, and it's really cheap. So the whole thing probably cost me, I think they're like $3 for an 8-foot 2x2 board, and so the whole thing probably only cost me like 40-50 bucks. And the ones I saw online were far more expensive and not as big or as fun to play on. So kids should really enjoy it.